Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's about SAE. Bless upon yourself and thank you all for tuning in to this one. Some wonderful people, we're gonna zoom in and CWI President Dr. Kishore Shallow calling an emergency meeting or calling on West Indies legends like Shivnarayan Shanapal, Brian Lara, Viv Richard, Bradshaw to really come and save West Indies cricket. He said they will have to play a big part in helping West Indies cricket going forward because these guys are players who have defined eras of West Indies cricket. But right now, guys, it's a sad time for West Indies cricket. He said he feels to his heart, what he witnessed from West Indies versus Australia in the third test, he said. But he also said that it's not time for a division, but we should continue to support the West Indies. He called on fans, coach, players, to continue putting the effort and support West Indies. But my people is still a hard pill to swallow. But we're gonna fill you in on what he said, guys, in the emergency meeting that was called. But or what he stated that was set to talk about. But before we do so though, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to be the first alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. And don't forget, leave your honest comment down below. So let's dive right into what they have to say. CWI calls for emergency meeting with legends after deeply hurting loss. Wonderful people, boy oh boy. Up till now, guys, I'm still kind of feeling down after what I witnessed from the West Indies versus Australia second innings, third test. People, you want to vent, but you can't vent because no matter what you say, it seems like West Indies will still stick with the same type of attitude. But, today, Dr. Kishore Shallow came out, he said that he also felt hurt, after what he witnessed, and he had to call an emergency meeting, you understand, and ask for the legend to come and save West Indies cricket because, boy, this is getting from bad to worse. And if you guys look at it now, guys, no matter how the West Indies were performing poor before Darren Sammy come around, they were never bowled out for 27. So what you're telling me? Let's dive into what he had to say, people. Cricket West Indies, CWI, has extended invitation to 3 former players, Brian Lara, Clive Lloyd, and Viv Richards, to take part in an emergency meeting following West Indies' 3-0 series loss at home to Australia. The West Indies greats will join Shivnarayan Shandapal, Desmond Haynes, and Ian Bradshaw and cricket strategy and officiating committee to review the team's deeply disappointing performances over the past few weeks. West Indies folded quickly in the first 2 tests, but they saved the biggest ignominy for the very last, folding for 27 in 14.3 overs in Kingston. People, every time I look panic, guys, every time I hear people come up and say about this, I feel it's like a pain just juke me, guys. A pain just juke me in my flesh, and I was like, boy, look at this. But West Indies, the total was just 1 run better than New Zealand test record low of 27 in 1955, but it was 20 runs short of West Indies' previous worst total of 47. It was the first time in Test history a team recorded 7 ducks in an innings, and the 6 runs made collectively by West Indies' top 6 batters was the lowest in any innings in Test history. Dr. Kishore Shallow, the president of CWI, said that the entire West Indies cricket community will have several sleepless nights following the losses, but called for patience as they look to rebuild and start investigating, or should I say investing in the next generation. So, based on what he said, is he thinking that the next test they're going to select from the under 19 come up or the academy? Because these so-called top batsmen in the region, guys, are pla. They are swipers. Long ago, a couple years ago, we hear Andy Roberts came out and said that West Indies don't have batters, they have swipers, and now we are seeing it exactly. They cannot bat, my people. Alright, let's continue. Like every West Indian cricket fan, I felt the pain of our recent test defeat to Australia, he said. There will be some sleepless nights ahead for many of us, including the players who I know feel this loss just as heavily. But while disappointment is natural, we must not allow this moment to define our journey. We are in a rebuilding phase, steadily investing in the next generation and reigniting the spirit that has long made West Indies cricket a force in the world. Progress is rarely straightforward. It takes time, perseverance, and belief, especially in our most difficult moments. The road ahead will test us, but I have faith in the talent and commitment of our players when they apply themselves. We have already seen encouraging signs, particularly with the ball. Our batters are keen, but not much but now must be even more deliberate as they work to improve. Shallow said the involvement of Lara Richards and Lloyd wasn't purely ceremonial and that they would be actively involved in West Indies' next phase of cricket development. These are men who helped define our golden eras, and their perspectives will be invaluable. We intend for this gathering to result in tangible, actionable recommendations consistent with my message over the last weeks. This is a moment that calls for collaboration, not division. We need everyone on board fans, players, coaches, legends, and administrators if we are to truly move forward. There is much work to be done, but we must do it with purpose and we must do it together. The West Indies will next take on Australia in a five-match T20 series starting the 21st of July before hosting Pakistan for a white ball series in August. So, my wonderful people, 90% of the Caribbean is calling for some heads to roll. Even before I started recording this video, guys, I saw a cricket analyst from Trinidad saying that it's time for West Indies to fire Darren Sammy. Um, his head need to go because he doesn't know what he's doing. A lot of people, and I'm sure a lot of people in the region agreed with him. As regards to firing Darren Sammy from the Test team because people even bring up his stats in Test. People saying that he wasn't particularly a top batter in Test cricket either. You understand? So, this losing and this type of performances should not be surprise to us. You understand? Because um over the time Darren Sammy was captain, he was never a good batter. He could come and hit couple deliveries for six and fours and so forth. But as regards to him being a top test player, he was not. He captained the team, yes, but they said he was not um up for it. So mighty father. Guys, I think I don't even know what to say about this West Indies team, yeah, man. Tell the truth, I don't know what to say because the whole Caribbean, we want to vent, but we can't vent on anybody. You understand? Um, Shallow calling for us not to be deprived in terms of us fans not to stop support West Indies, but to support them, in this trying time. But mighty Father, people, it's gonna take a lot for us to really forgive them this time, But we'll move on from this, man. But for now, guys, it's something that is really a bitter taste in a lot of people's mouth right now talking about West Indies cricket. But leave your thoughts down below. Alright, bless up.